Welcome to Drews Storytime. If you enjoy falling asleep here, you're very welcome to subscribe for more gentle stories and peaceful meditations. Before we begin, take a moment to make yourself comfortable, whether you're sitting or lying down, and gently let the rest of the world fade a little. Tonight, you find yourself standing at the edge of a quiet beach. The day has already slipped away. The sky is deep blue, softening toward night, and the horizon holds the last faint trace of light before it disappears completely. Above you, the first stars have begun to settle into place. There's nothing you need to do here, nothing waiting for you, only the open stretch of sand ahead and the steady, gentle movement of the sea beside it. A slow step happens almost on its own. The sand beneath your feet is cool and soft, giving slightly as you move. Each step presses gently into it, then lifts away again without effort. There's a quiet steadiness in that feeling, as though the ground itself is meeting you halfway. The movement doesn't need to be guided. The body finds its pace without asking you to think about it. A light breeze moves across the shore, carrying a faint trace of salt. It brushes against your skin and passes on, leaving everything just as calm as before. Beside you, the tide moves in its own slow rhythm. A wave comes in, then it slips away. Another follows. Then that one fades back too. The sound is soft, low, repeating without asking for attention. You don't need to match it. You don't need to count it. It can simply remain there, steady and constant, while everything else begins to quieten. You begin to move along the shoreline. The beach stretches wide and empty, undisturbed with no footprints but your own. The water stays just close enough to be heard, its movement tracing a gentle line beside you. Above, the moon has risen higher now. Its light rests across the surface of the sea in a long, quiet stretch of silver, barely changing. Farther out, the water darkens, stretching into a distance that asks nothing of you. Your steps begin to slow. Your shoulders loosen. The space around you feels wider than it did before. Thoughts may still come, but they move differently here. A thought can arrive, like the tide touching the shore, then soften, change shape, and slip away again. What arrives can pass just as easily. The rhythm of your movement settles on its own. The sound of the tide remains constant. The night holds everything in a quiet balance, where nothing stands out for long. The beach begins to curve gently ahead. Low dunes rise in the distance, pale beneath the moonlight. Long grasses move there in the breeze, bending and settling in slow, quiet motions. You follow the curve without thinking. The sand grows softer here. The sound of the sea drifts a little farther away. Still present, but no longer beside you. Now it sits at the edge of the world behind you. Steady, distant, calm. Ahead, there's a sheltered hollow between the dunes, a place where the wind barely reaches. The need to keep moving begins to fade here. Standing feels easier than walking. Stillness feels easier than movement. You move toward the hollow, slowly, without needing to hurry. Each step becomes lighter, less defined, until movement itself no longer asks for attention. You reach the hollow and come to rest. The dunes rise gently around you, forming a quiet space that feels still and protected. The grasses above shift softly, their movement barely noticeable now. The sea continues somewhere beyond them, in out, near, far. You don't need to see it anymore to know it's there. The rhythm remains. Just beside you, set slightly into the sand and stone, is a small rock pool. At first, it's easy to miss. Its surface is completely still, held in a shallow curve of smooth rock. The water rests without movement, untouched by the tide beyond the dunes. Out beyond the dunes, the sea continues to move. But here, the water has already come to rest. You look into it. The moon sits there quietly, not broken by ripples, not shifting with the sea, just resting, clear, steady. The reflection holds its shape without effort, as though it has no need to follow the rhythm beyond it. For a moment, everything feels like that. The sky above, the water below, the body resting here between them. Still, nothing moving, nothing needing to. Even the sound of the waves feels further away now, softened by distance. No longer something to follow, just something that remains. The surface of the pool doesn't change. The light doesn't break. It simply stays. Without needing to do anything, that same stillness begins to settle through you. You remain here. The body feels heavier now. The sand beneath you holds its quiet shape without effort. The air rests softly against your skin. The need to do anything has already faded. The beach begins to soften at the edges. The dunes lose their shape. The silver light across the water dims into something quieter, less defined. Even the sound of the waves begins to blur, no longer separate from the stillness around it. It becomes part of the night itself. Thoughts move the same way now, appearing, then passing, nothing held, nothing built upon. The rhythm continues, but you don't need to listen for it. It's already there, steady, unchanging, enough on its own. Your breathing slows, in, out, easy. The body settles deeper. The mind loosens its hold. The space around you becomes softer, wider, less distinct. There's nothing to keep track of now. Nothing to hold on to. Nothing to stay aware of. Only the quiet. Only the gentle rhythm somewhere beyond you. The sand beneath you still holds its quiet shape. The air rests softly against your skin, neither cool nor warm, just present enough to be felt, and then forgotten again. Somewhere, far out beyond the shore, the sea continues its slow, steady movement, though now it feels less like a sound, and more like something distant and constant, like a quiet breath moving through the night. There's nothing here that asks anything of you, nothing that needs to be followed, nothing that needs to stay clear. The edges of everything continue to soften. The space around you grows wider. Even the sense of being here begins to loosen, as though the beach, the sky, and the body resting here are all settling into the same calm, unbroken stillness. You can drift with that, a little further, a little deeper, until even the last trace of the shore fades away. All that remains is rest. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for supporting the channel.